Earthquake, understanding its causes, effects, and preparedness measures. Earthquake is a natural disaster that occurs when the Earth's crust releases energy in the form of seismic waves, resulting in shaking and tremors on the surface. It is a highly destructive force of nature that can cause significant damage to property and human life. In this article, we will discuss the causes, effects, and preparedness measures for earthquakes. Causes of earthquakes. Earthquakes occur due to tectonic activity in the Earth's crust. The Earth's crust is divided into several plates that move around due to convection currents in the mantle. When two plates collide or move apart, they create stress on the rock below. This stress builds up until it is released suddenly in the form of an earthquake. In addition to tectonic activity, earthquakes can also be caused by volcanic activity, human activity such as underground mining, and even meteorite impacts. However, tectonic activity is the most common cause of earthquakes. Effects of earthquakes. The effects of earthquakes can be devastating. Buildings and infrastructure can collapse, and landslides and tsunamis can occur, leading to loss of life and property. The intensity of an earthquake is measured on the Richter scale, which ranges from 1 to 10. The higher the number on the scale, the stronger the earthquake. Earthquakes can also lead to secondary effects such as fires, power outages, and disruptions to transportation and communication networks. The aftermath of an earthquake can be chaotic and difficult, with emergency responders and relief workers facing significant challenges in providing assistance to affected communities. Preparedness measures for earthquakes. While it is impossible to predict when an earthquake will occur, there are steps that individuals, communities, and governments can take to prepare for the eventuality of an earthquake. Individuals can prepare by creating an emergency kit that includes food, water, and medical supplies, as well as a plan for communication and evacuation. Families should also identify a meeting place in case they become separated during an earthquake. Communities can prepare by creating evacuation plans, conducting earthquake drills, and ensuring that buildings and infrastructure are built to withstand earthquakes. Building codes should be updated to include earthquake-resistant design, and retrofitting of older buildings should be considered where necessary. Governments can prepare by investing in early warning systems and emergency response capabilities. They can also provide funding for research into earthquake prediction and mitigation measures, as well as public education campaigns to increase awareness and preparedness. Conclusion. Earthquakes are a natural disaster that can have devastating effects on communities and individuals. However, by understanding the causes of earthquakes and taking preparedness measures, we can reduce the impact of these events and increase our resilience in the face of disaster. It is important for individuals, communities, and governments to work together to prepare for earthquakes and to ensure that we are ready to respond when they occur. Several very large earthquakes in history have occurred as follows. The Valdivia earthquake, which occurred in Chile on May 22, 1960, is considered to be the strongest earthquake ever recorded in history, with a magnitude of 9.5 on the Richter scale. The earthquake was so powerful that it caused tsunamis that affected coastal regions as far away as Japan, Hawaii, and the Philippines. It also caused landslides and volcanic eruptions in the affected areas. The earthquake occurred as a result of the Nazca Plate and the South American Plate colliding, causing massive stress on the Earth's crust. The earthquake was felt across a wide area of South America, and it caused widespread destruction in Chile, particularly in the city of Valdivia. The earthquake resulted in the loss of over 5,000 lives, and it left more than 2 million people homeless. The aftermath of the Valdivia earthquake was a major challenge for emergency responders, as it was difficult to provide assistance to the affected areas due to the severe damage caused by the earthquake. However, the disaster also led to major advancements in earthquake preparedness and response. It prompted the establishment of earthquake monitoring systems and early warning systems, as well as the development of earthquake-resistant building design and construction techniques. Overall, the Valdivia earthquake remains a significant event in the history of natural disasters, and it serves as a reminder of the devastating effects that earthquakes can have on human life and infrastructure. The disaster highlights the importance of earthquake preparedness and response measures to minimize the impact of earthquakes in the future. The Great Alaska Earthquake, also known as the Good Friday Earthquake, occurred on March 27, 1964, with a magnitude of 9.2 on the Richter scale. It was the second most powerful earthquake ever recorded and the largest earthquake to strike the United States. The earthquake caused widespread damage in Anchorage and other areas of Alaska, and triggered tsunamis that caused destruction as far away as California and Hawaii. The disaster resulted in the loss of more than 130 lives and caused billions of dollars in damage. The Great Alaska Earthquake led to advancements in earthquake engineering and the establishment of early warning systems to mitigate the impact of earthquakes in the future. The Kamchatka earthquake, which occurred in Russia on November 4, 1952, had a magnitude of 9.0 on the Richter scale. It is one of the largest earthquakes ever recorded in history. The earthquake caused significant damage in Kamchatka and the surrounding areas, triggering landslides and tsunamis that caused further destruction. Fortunately, due to the remote location of the earthquake, the loss of life was limited to a few dozen people. The Kamchatka earthquake remains an important event in the study of seismology and earthquake prediction, as it demonstrated the potential for massive earthquakes to occur in unexpected locations. The Ashgabat earthquake, which occurred in Turkmenistan on October 6, 1948, had a magnitude of 7.3 on the Richter scale. The earthquake caused widespread destruction in the city of Ashgabat, with nearly all of the city's buildings destroyed or severely damaged. The disaster resulted in the loss of over 110,000 lives, making it one of the deadliest earthquakes in history. The earthquake also led to advancements in earthquake-resistant building design and construction techniques, particularly in seismically active areas. The Haiti earthquake, which occurred on January 12, 2010, had a magnitude of 7.0 on the Richter scale. The earthquake caused widespread destruction in the capital city of Port-au-Prince and surrounding areas, resulting in the loss of more than 230,000 lives and leaving over 1.5 million people homeless. The disaster was further compounded by the country's poor infrastructure and lack of preparedness, making it one of the deadliest and costliest natural disasters in modern history. International aid and relief efforts were quickly mobilized, with countries and organizations from around the world providing support to help Haiti recover and rebuild. The Haiti earthquake serves as a reminder of the importance of disaster preparedness and the need for long-term solutions to address issues of poverty and infrastructure in vulnerable regions.